Good morning. Today we are going to discuss stress conditions in soil. We have already familiar with the word stress or pressure. It is defined as the load per unit area, or otherwise we can say it is defined as the force per unit area. So at any plane in a soil mass, total stress is equal to total load per unit area. This stress or pressure is due to mainly two components. Those are self-weight of soil and overburden on the soil. Self-weight of soil. Soilinte self-weight. Okay. If soil is saturated, take saturated weight. And what is meant by overburden? It may be capillary filth or surcharge or any other weight above the soil. That is why total pressure or total stress is the sum of two components. Those are intergranular pressure and neutral pressure. Intergranular pressure is otherwise known as effective pressure, and neutral pressure is otherwise known as pore water pressure or pore pressure. We are commonly using the two terms effective pressure and pore pressure. So, what is meant by effective pressure? Effective pressure is represented by the letter sigma dash. It is the pressure transmitted through the particle through their point of contact through soil mass above the plane. നമ്മൾ കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്ത പ്ലെയിനിന്റെ മുകളിലുള്ള സോയിൽ മാസിൽ അടങ്ങിയിട്ടുള്ള പാർട്ടിക്കിളിൽ നിന്നും ട്രാൻസ്മിറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന പ്രഷറിനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ ഇഫക്റ്റീവ് പ്രഷർ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. Effective pressure is influenced by void ratio and also shear strength. Effective pressure helps in mobilizing shear strength. Next is neutral pressure or pore pressure. What is meant by pore pressure? Pore pressure is the pressure transmitted through pore fluid and is equal to the water load per unit area above the plane. നമ്മൾ കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്ത പ്ലെയിനു മുകളിലുള്ള വാട്ടർ ലോഡിലൂടെ ട്രാൻസ്മിറ്റ് ചെയ്യപ്പെടുന്ന പ്രഷറിനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ പോർ പ്രഷർ അഥവാ ന്യൂട്രൽ പ്രഷർ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. It is represented by the letter small letter u. We can write an equation for pore pressure. U is equal to HW into gamma W, where HW is the piezometric head and gamma W is the unit weight of water. Then we can say pore pressure is the HW times or piezometric head times the unit weight of water. Then total vertical pressure at any plane is equal to sigma dash plus u, where sigma dash is the effective pressure, where u is the pore pressure. Next, we want to look about different stress conditions in soil mass. So first we can look the case of submerged soil mass. For that, consider a soil mass of depth Z, which is submerged under water of height Z1 above its top level. നമ്മൾ ആദ്യം Z ഡെപ്തിൽ ഒരു സോയിൽ മാസ് കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്യാം. അതിന്റെ നെയിമിംഗ് ആണ് AA BB. സോ ഈ സോയിൽ മാസിന്റെ ടോപ്പ് ലെവലാണ് BB. ഓക്കെ, this soil mass is submerged under a water height of Z1 at its top level. അതിന്റെ ടോപ്പ് ലെവലിൽ നമുക്ക് വാട്ടർ കൊണ്ട് സബ്മേർജ്ഡ് ആണ്, അതായത് വെള്ളത്താൽ ആഴ്ന്നു കിടക്കുകയാണ് ഈ സോയിൽ മാസ് എന്ന് നമുക്ക് പറയാം. Okay, then we are placing a piezometric tube at level AA. നമ്മൾ ലെവൽ എയിൽ ഒരു പീസോമെട്രിക് ട്യൂബ് പ്ലേസ് ചെയ്യുക. വാട്ടർ വിൽ റൈസ് ഇൻ ഇറ്റ് അപ് ടു ലെവൽ CC. എയിൽ നമ്മൾ പീസോമെട്രിക് ട്യൂബ് പ്ലേസ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ഇതിലെ വാട്ടർ ലെവൽ C എന്നുള്ള ലെവൽ വരെ ഉയരുന്നുണ്ട്. So we want to draw the effective pressure diagram. So first we want to calculate the effective pressure at the level AA. So Z1 gamma W. ഇവിടെ സോയിൽ മാസിന്റെ ഹൈറ്റ് Z ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ Z ഇൻറ്റു ഇവിടെ സോയിലിന്റെ സാച്ചുറേറ്റഡ് വെയിറ്റ് പ്ലസ് ഇവിടെ വാട്ടർ കോളത്തിന്റെ ഹൈറ്റ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് Z1 ആണ്. ഇവിടുത്തെ വാട്ടറിന്റെ യൂണിറ്റ് വെയിറ്റ് ഗാമ W ആണ്. That is why total pressure is equal to Z gamma sat plus Z1 gamma W. Are you confused? In finding pressure, we are taking Z gamma. Just look it. Z into gamma is equal to Z into, we can substitute for gamma weight by volume. That is we have already studied in first module. Okay. Then which is equal to Z into weight divided by volume. We can substitute area into height. Here height is equal to Z. Then two Z's are cancelled and we are obtaining weight per area. That is load per area, which is equal to pressure or stress. For pressure, U is equal to HW into gamma W. Here piezometric head is HW and gamma W is the unit weight of water. Then effective pressure at level AA, sigma dash is equal to total pressure minus core pressure. Here total pressure is equal to Z gamma sat plus Z1 gamma W minus core pressure, that is HW gamma W. Then Z gamma sat plus Z1 gamma W minus HW is the sum of Z plus Z1. Then we can substitute instead of HW Z plus Z1. Okay, that is minus Z plus Z1 into gamma W. Here Z1 gamma W and minus Z1 gamma W are cancelled. Then we are taking Z outside, that is Z into gamma sat minus gamma W. What is the difference between saturated unit weight and unit weight of water, which is equal to submerged unit weight? That is we have already studied in the first module. Then we can substitute instead of gamma sat minus gamma W, which is equal to gamma dash. That is effective pressure sigma dash at level AA is equal to Z into gamma dash, where gamma dash is the submerged unit weight and Z is the thickness of soil. In this we can understand that effective pressure at level A, which does not depend upon the height of water column, that is Z1. That is, it represents that when Z1 is reduced to 0, it is the effective pressure which is also equal to Z gamma dash when our soil remains fully saturated. Next, we want to find out the effective pressure at level BB. BB എന്നുള്ള ലെവലിലുള്ള effective pressure നമുക്ക് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കണം. That is total pressure at level BB is equal to Z1 into gamma W. Here in this portion there is no soil, only water occurs. Then here the total pressure is equal to Z1 into unit weight of water. Then pore pressure U is equal to also HW into gamma W. Here instead of HW Z1 occurs. That is why pore pressure is equal to Z1 into gamma W. Then effective pressure sigma dash is equal to total pressure minus pore pressure. That is Z1 gamma W minus Z1 gamma W, which is equal to 0. So at level AA we are obtaining an effective pressure of Z gamma dash, that is marked here, and at level BB we are obtained an effective pressure of 0, that is marked here. Then a triangular shape is we have obtained as effective pressure diagram. Case 2. Second case is soil mass with surcharge. Consider a moist soil mass of height Z1 above a saturated soil mass of height Z, and also consider surcharge Q, that is intensity Q per unit area, and also place a piezometric at level AA. Then water level rise in it up to level BB. Here HW is the piezometric head and it is the height up to level BB from level AA. Then we want to find out the effective pressure at level AA. First, we want to find out the total pressure sigma, that is equal to surcharge Q plus Z1 into gamma. Here soil is moist soil, so ordinarily we are taking simply gamma, that is Z1 into gamma plus here height is Z and the soil mass is saturated, then plus Z into gamma saturated, that is total pressure is equal to Q plus Z1 gamma plus Z gamma saturated. Then pore pressure U is equal to HW into gamma W. Here HW is equal to Z. Then we can write pore pressure is equal to Z into gamma W. Then effective pressure sigma dash is equal to total pressure minus pore pressure, that is Q plus Z1 gamma plus Z gamma saturated minus Z gamma W, which is equal to Q plus Z1 gamma plus gamma saturated minus unit weight of water, which is equal to submerged unit weight. Then we can substitute instead of gamma saturated minus gamma W, gamma dash. Then we are obtaining effective pressure sigma dash is equal to Q plus Z1 gamma plus Z gamma W. That is we have marked here at the level AA. Then we want to find out the effective pressure at the level BB. നമ്മൾ ലെവൽ BBയിലുള്ള ഇഫക്റ്റീവ് പ്രഷറാണ് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ പോകുന്നത്. സോ അതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് ലെവൽ BBയിലുള്ള ടോട്ടൽ പ്രഷർ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കണം. അപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ വരുന്ന ടോട്ടൽ പ്രഷർ എന്തായിരിക്കും? ഇതിന്റെ മുകളിൽ വരുന്ന ടോട്ടൽ പ്രഷർ Q plus Z1 into gamma. That is sigma is equal to Q plus Z1 into gamma. Here soil is moist, that is we are taken gamma. And also pore pressure U is equal to HW into gamma W. Here HW is equal to 0. That is why we are obtaining pore pressure is equal to 0. Then what is effective pressure? Effective pressure is the difference between total pressure minus pore pressure. Then sigma dash is equal to Q plus Z1 gamma minus 0. Then we are obtaining Q plus Z1 gamma. That is marked at the level BB. Here it is the portion Z1 gamma and it is the portion Q. That is the surcharge intensity per unit area. Here we want to find out the effective pressure at the level CC. So at level CC, total pressure which is equal to the effective pressure and it is equal to Q. That is the surcharge intensity per unit area. That is at level CC we are marked Q. So we are obtaining an effective pressure distribution diagram like this. Case 3. Saturated soil with capillary fringe. Here consider a soil mass of height Z, above which another soil mass of height Z1, which is saturated by capillary water. Capillary pressure is a compressive pressure which is equal to Hc into unit weight of water, that is Hc into gamma W. We can substitute instead of Hc Z1, then which is equal to Z1 into gamma W. If we insert a piezometric tube at level AA, the water rise only up to free water surface, that is only up to BB. Here the piezometric head is HW and it is the distance between the level AA and level BP. Then we want to find out the effective pressure at the level AA. First we want to find out the total pressure at level AA. That is total pressure sigma is equal to Z into gamma saturated plus Z1 into gamma saturated. And for water pressure pressure U is equal to HW into gamma W. Here HW we can substitute Z. Then pore water pressure U is equal to Z into gamma W. Then effective pressure sigma dash is equal to total pressure minus pore water pressure. That is sigma dash is equal to Z gamma sat plus Z1 gamma sat minus pore water pressure or pore pressure, that is Z gamma W. Then we can substitute Z gamma sat minus Z gamma W, Z gamma dash. That is, when we are minusing unit weight of water from saturated weight, we are obtaining gamma dash, that is submerged unit weight. So we can substitute Z gamma sat minus Z gamma W as Z gamma dash plus Z1 gamma sat. And at level BP there is no pore water pressure, then we can write effective pressure directly, that is sigma dash is equal to Z1 into gamma saturated. And at level CC there is only capillarity force or capillary pressure. Case 4. Partially saturated soil. Here a part of void space is filled by air. Hence, in addition to pore water pressure, we have to consider pore air pressure also. Bishop in 1959 gave an expression for effective stress, which is sigma dash is equal to sigma minus UA plus chi, a new factor, into UA minus UW, where sigma dash is the effective pressure, sigma is the total pressure, UA is the pore air pressure, UW is the pore water pressure. Chi is a new factor which is a factor of unit cross-section area occupied by water, which is equal to AW by A. A is the area of water and capital letter A is the area of soil. Chi depends on soil structure and the process by which soil reached in the present degree of saturation and finally stress changes. It is a graphical representation between degree of saturation and the factor chi. Based on this graphical representation, for degree of saturation equal to 90 or greater than 90, we can take chi as unity. Then sigma dash is equal to sigma minus UA plus 1 into UA minus UW. Here for chi we have substituted 1. Then we get sigma minus UW. Then we can write sigma minus U. That is, in our equation only the pore water pressure occurs. Then we can write instead of UW simply U. Okay, thank you.